Hi beautiful, welcome to this week's intuitive reading. I am Jess Lee Williams and this is the White Light channel, and I'm so excited to connect with you today. So as always, if you haven't watched one of these before, all you need to do is tune in. Don't rush it. Don't feel like you need to have an answer straight away. And that was kind of a message I was getting just as I was having a moment to tune in and meditate before starting, was that we don't have to rush. We don't have to have the answers straight away, you know, that we don't need to be getting to the next step right now, that it's actually even more important for us to take a moment to breathe, to slow down, and to know that by doing that, everything is going to flow so much easier. Everything will be clearer with more clarity. So give yourself that moment right now to just take a breath, slow down, and then tune in and ask yourself, ask your guides, ask your intuition, your inner knowing, your higher self, you know, whatever it is for you. What am I feeling drawn to today? Is it 1, 2, or 3? And you might just feel a pull towards one of those, or maybe even 2. And then just trust whatever it is for you. But allow yourself, don't feel like you need to have the answer like that. Sometimes we will, sometimes we won't. So whatever process feels right for you. And then when you're ready, just skip forward in this video to either 1, 2, or 3 and enjoy your beautiful intuitive reading. Again, this is a general reading, so take from it what feels right for you. If you would like to receive a more personalized reading, I did launch these last week and I've had such an incredible response. I have so many to do this week, so I am really excited about this. There is a link below this video for you to book in. And this isn't a psychic reading, it's an intuitive reading, so I really feel into the energy of where you're at the moment. Whatever your spirit guides are wanting to share with you right now, and it also includes some distance healing. There's some extras in there that I'm going to be really feeling into this week. So yeah, feel free to click on the link below this video and book in if you would like to connect personally. Alright, I hope you enjoy your reading and enjoy. Hi number 1, well done for tuning in and really feeling into what felt right for you. So I'm going to start today with the Starseed deck by Rebecca Campbell and pull 3 cards for you, number 1. Alright, what do our beautiful number 1s need to hear today for their highest good? Remembering again, this is a general reading, so just take what feels helpful for you, what helps to give you clarity, a sense of calm. Okay. Beautiful number 1s. Okay, so your first card is Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. What a beautiful card that is. I just love these. The second card is I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. And Big Picture Thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary and inspired ideas. Stunning. So you may have been receiving messages downloads, information, intuition, maybe through your dreams, maybe just through an inner knowing, maybe through signs or repetitive numbers that you've been noticing, synchronicities, things that have just been popping up in your world, or just like thoughts that have popped in and you're like, oh, that's a really good idea. Where has that come from? It'll be different for everybody. But there has been some messages that have been coming through for you recently. And these are guidance to help you to reconnect with and get into alignment with what is really right for you. So bringing harmony and balance. So basically, someone's standing like this. So basically, this is about you tapping into what is right for you right now and really trusting that. So trusting whatever it is that you've been feeling is right for you, trusting what it is that you're needing to help bring you back to balance, and remembering how powerful you are with that, remembering that you have so much inner wisdom and understanding within you that is there to be tapped into, and that this is part of your soul plan, is actually remembering that and reconnecting with it and trusting yourself and trusting that inner wisdom and knowing that, you know, wherever you are right now is perfect, but that you're going somewhere big. And this is about having that big picture thinking of that, okay, whatever started out as a seed, whatever has started out as a little knowing or little creative thought or a little message, with nurturing and trusting the path along the way and that plan, that it doesn't all have to happen right now, but that this is about you really tapping into your inner knowing, inner wiring of what you're here for, and allowing yourself to really think big around that, to have a big picture thinking, to have those inspired ideas and be a visionary, and to not have to think small anymore, and know that whatever it is you're feeling is right for you, that you can have a big vision around that, and that you can open your heart up and go, yeah, I can have all that, and I can create all this, and I don't need to hold myself back from that. But sometimes we can feel like we need to know what that big thing is right now, and it's okay if you don't. But just trusting that by following your soul plan, by trusting that you keep taking the action, the inspired action as it comes. So when you have those, you know, when you feel like there's a messenger and there's that inner knowing of like, okay, I feel like this is the next step. But then our mind can jump in and start to question it and feel like we have to have all the answers, or feel like we have to know how that's going to pan out. Or we have to know, okay, well, this is going to be my return on investment in that, you know. But we don't have to know all that right now. This is about you simply going, okay, I feel that this is the next step for me, and I'm going to trust it. And that by continuing to do that, by taking each next step, then the next thing will be revealed. And then the next thing will be revealed. And then the next thing will be revealed. And as you keep going down that path, you're going to connect more and more with this big picture. The big picture of where you're going. You're going to be stepping closer towards going through these pillars of what you're really here to create, which is so exciting. This is where you're going. So I'm just going to pull you another one from the Work Your Light deck as an extra message or clarifier for this one. Really beautiful energy around this. You've got, got a big mission, but it doesn't have to be scary or overwhelming. This is about you just taking each step. Oh, here we go. Interesting. No. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. So this could sound like it's conflicting to what has been coming through, but I think what this is saying is that it's okay to slow down with it. It's okay to pause and to go, okay, even though I know that I'm here for something big, We can feel like and this is exactly what I was feeling before I started doing these readings today, was we don't have to rush it. You know, we don't have to feel like we have to have all the answers right now and I've got to make it happen and I've got to be do. This isn't about, your reading today is not about doing. It's about being. And that by being in the being and by slowing down and reconnecting, that is when you're going to receive your connection, your downloads of intuition and inspiration. And that is where you're going to get the sparks of insight as to what it is that you need to be doing next. So rather than feeling like, okay, there's something big, you know, there's something I'm meant to be doing and I need to figure it out and I've got to think about it and I've got to take action and I've got to go do. No, it's not about that. It's about slowing down. It's about allowing yourself to be in it, and to trust and to connect and to let each thing come through you. And I'm just going to pull one more from the Sacred Rebels deck for you as well. For our beautiful number ones. There's an extra clarifier. Exactly. Listening for truth. Could that be any more spot on? Listening for truth. And if you look at this image, see how she is just so tuned in to the call of nature and to that inner sound. When we listen to a shell, when we put a shell to our ear and it sounds like we're hearing the ocean, it's actually not anything in the shell that we're hearing. It's a reflection of what is happening like within our ear, you know, what's happening inside of us, that it's creating that space for us to actually listen to what's happening within. And so that's what I get from this. It's taking the time to slow down and to allow yourself to be in the zone of listening to your truth and what's going on within you. And that's really important for you right now, to actually just slow down to receive those messages, because it's going to help you move forward on your path. But it doesn't mean that you have to be taking huge leaps right now, but it is coming. You will get that vision, you will get those ideas. But again, this is just the beginning of that, or the beginning of this stage of your journey. So I hope that resonates. Sending you lots of love. If you would like more of a personalized reading, there is a link below. And yeah, I hope you have a beautiful week. Bye. Hello, number 2. Welcome to your reading this week. I hope you've had a really gorgeous last few days. Last week's reading was a bit late, so I feel like we haven't had that much of a break, which is nice. And I've really enjoyed hearing your feedback as well as to whether, you know, what you've taken from these videos. But I'm going to tune in now and just see what it is that you're needing to receive today for your highest good, to help you right where you are right now and to help you to move forward. Again, these are general readings, so take from it what feels supportive for you, what helps to give clarity, a sense of calm and peace, and leave what doesn't. Okay, what are our beautiful number 2s? So the first deck we have here is the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. Right. So nice. I haven't seen all of these cards before, so some of the ones I pull, it's like the first time I've seen them. So the first card we have is Trust the Timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. This card I haven't seen before and it's stunning. Surrender to the sweetness. Wow, look at that. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. And then the third card is karmic relationships. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. All right, so I'm just going to tune into what this message is today for you. All right, so again, as with number one, I had this, as I tuned in prior to starting this video today, I had this feeling of there's no need to rush. And I kind of had this feeling of coming into these readings of like, okay, let's get it done, you know, I'm going to connect and get this done. And then I was like, no, slow down, give yourself a moment to connect, that I don't need to rush it, that it's happening in perfect timing, and that by me connecting is going to be much more profound, it's going to be much more connected. And so that's what I want to share with you today, that trust the timing, time is not running out. And we can often have this feeling when there's something within us that we know that we're here to do something, we know that we're here, you know, we have a big passion or a big vision or this feeling that we want to accomplish something. And if things aren't lining up perfectly, then it's like, shit, I'm going to run out of time. If we're comparing to others and we're witnessing what they're doing, we're thinking, oh, look at them accomplishing so much, but I feel like I'm not quite there yet, or I feel like I've got so much that I want to achieve. And I should be making it happen. And this is just letting you know that, you know, trust where you're at right now. Don't judge yourself so much, and surrender to the sweetness of the journey. Surrender to all of the moments of pleasure and joy along the way, and that you are so allowed to enjoy each moment as it comes and not have to feel like you have to reach a certain destination before you can enjoy it. That there is so much pleasure and joy available to us on the journey, and we can always have this, you know, next checkpoint kind of mindset of even when we know inside that that is not the way that we want to be living life, we can still get into this almost robotic mode of okay, this is my next goal, this is my next checkpoint, this is the next thing I want to achieve, or this is the next thing I want to manifest. And once I'm there, then it's going to feel really good. And this is like reminding you that trust it, trust where you're at, allow yourself to melt into the moments. Oh, I love that. That's nice. Melt into the moments. And it's that Venus energy of the feminine, to really, you know, allow yourself to move with it, to have pleasure in that, to make love to life. How beautiful is that, you know? Make love to yourself, make love to life, make love to the moments, and really be in it. And then I feel with this card that there's people in your life who are going to be integral parts of your journey. And you might already know who they are. They could be people close to you, or they could be people that aren't in your inner circle, but they can bring a little bit of friction. It might be you might be someone in your relationship, or it could just be someone that you know. You might not even know them yet, but basically they need to be there, and you need to be having this experience with them of that polarity and perhaps conflict to help you to go to the next stage, because we need to have these experiences of reflection, of it feels like it can feel hard or yucky, it can feel like conflict, but really it's about if we didn't have those mirrors, if we didn't have that kind of things that rub up against us, then we would never be triggered to actually look at the things that that we need to look at in order to grow and go to the next level. So there might be some relationships or things that are going to come into your world, or that you might experience, where it can feel a little bit hard. But what this is saying is it's actually going to be about your growth. and it's actually can bring you closer together as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go through conflict and that it needs to pull you apart. This card is actually all about unity and seeing things from someone else's perspective and coming from your heart with it, and it can bring you closer together. So it's actually a really beautiful card. But all of this is about coming back to your heart. So when we come back to our heart, we trust the timing much easier. We melt into the moments and surrender to the sweetness and enjoy the journey. And if any conflicts do come up, recognizing that we can see it from the perspective of the higher self and from our heart, and see that it's not actually about a judgment of us or a judgment of somebody else. It's recognizing that we're all coming from the place of wanting to do our best, and that we can learn from it, and that we can see it from their perspective as well, and that it can actually bring us closer together. But I feel like it's definitely part of your journey of growth, and that it's helping you to go to the next stage. So it's actually a really good thing. But I'm going to pull one more card of just like an outcome of that, because I feel like I want to pull it together. And I'm going to pull from the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell. Again, so mirror, which is literally what we just spoke about. Who or what is triggering you? So yeah, if you're not already experiencing it, of something in your life triggering you, then it may be coming. But you probably are already experiencing it, and this is about you needing to look at why it's triggering you and go within with that, and then get grounded. So if you're a highly sensitive person and you're quite empathetic, it's important for you to connect with nature, and that by connecting with nature, it's going to help you with connecting back into the moment and connecting back into the pleasure and joy of life, rather than being caught up in some of the things that might be feeling triggering. It might not even be a specific person. It could be some of the big stuff that's happening in the world right now that could be feeling very triggering. It could be evoking some fear in you, or some and we can use that as a gift by actually allowing ourselves to go within and say, okay, what is this bringing up for me? When have I felt this before in my life? When perhaps has something else come up for me that I didn't look at? You know, is there emotion there that wants to move through me? Do I want to express? Do I want to do some writing? Writing can be really helpful with this. Getting outside in nature, connecting, allowing yourself to actually let go of some of the energy that you might have been holding on to as well. If you are quite sensitive, there's a lot of energy around at the moment. So doing, you know, in the being, not even doing, just being, going outside and being, having your breaths, connecting with nature, sitting on the earth, doing some meditation, and trusting that that's where you need to be right now, nowhere else. Trusting the timing of it all. And I just want to pull you one more from the Sacred Ripples deck by Lana Fairchild as a bit of an extra clarifier, maybe a bit of an extra message for you today. Number twos. Might even read this one from the book. I'll see how I feel when it comes out. Oh. The word wants to be written. Okay, so you can see that she has some maybe inner turmoil, some emotion coming through. She is surrounded by that beautiful cloak of white light. But the word wants to be written is what I was just speaking about, of actually writing down what might be coming up for you so that you can see it from that higher perspective. Rather than feeling like you might be stuck in it and not able to move through it, giving yourself, you know, that time and space to write, to be able to see it from that other perspective and learn from it. I'll see if I'm drawn to any message from within the book today as well. So the healing process attached to this card, which I'm feeling drawn to for you, I'm going to read this out, and you may even just like to close your eyes and connect with the words as I say them. I now choose to forgive and release any person, situation, or circumstance that has ever been a source of shame or shaming for me, whether conscious or unconscious. I now release this from my body, mind, and heart through unconditional love. I choose to claim myself instead. I love, accept, and claim all of me under the loving protection and wisdom of life. I choose to live as myself, now. I call on the unconditionally loving assistance that life wishes to send me for this journey now. I honor my creative power and my innate worth. So be it. And it just says to be kind to yourself. Say this every day for the next few days, or however long it takes for you to really believe it, and to believe that you are worth the effort. So sending you lots of love, beautiful. Again, if you need any clarification around this, please just message me. I'd be more than happy to help. Bye. Hello, number 3s. I felt really drawn to pull in the rose quartz for this reading for you. So connecting with unconditional love for your reading, I feel, is coming through strongly. Whether that's for yourself, a situation, or somebody else. I feel like it's more for yourself. Connecting with that unconditional love and acceptance of who you are right now. And who you want to be, but yeah, who you are, really having that love for you. But I'll see what comes through in the cards. I'm starting with the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. I'm going to pull 3 cards to start with for our beautiful number 3s for your highest good, to see what your spirit guides are here to share with you today. I'm going to bring this as a general reading, so just take from it what feels good. Okay. Oh, interesting. I had this card come up on the first reading. Oh, these are stunning. Such beautiful images on these cards. So the first card is Messenger. How beautiful is that? Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Serious, not serious. Serious. Double mission. Light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. And Star Brothers. Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. And even as I connect with that energy, it's very grounding. It's very secure. I really love that. This is a really beautiful energy. So again, I feel like it's a very secure, grounded. The feeling I get is like, see this like almost like a stone. It's like there's this, it's like a stone pillar, and it's kind of like anchored in, and it's like, yeah, I feel sure of myself, I'm secure, I'm here, I'm grounded. You know that you're here for a mission. You know, you've had many insights around that, and you've trusted it, and you've kind of been very open to that. You've been open to receiving what it is that the universe has wanted to communicate with you, which is really beautiful. I feel like you're very clear around that. You're very connected, and again, I feel very just sure and connected and secure. You're here to serve the world by being you. So this is just, again, clarification and reassurance that being you is absolutely all that you need to be doing, and that it's simply about leading by example and choosing to continually tap into what feels right for you. And rather than prescribing to what anybody else says is how things need to be done, or how the right way to do things, isn't necessarily the right way for you to do things. So this is about you. See how she's tuning in, she's closing her eyes. This is you continually choosing to tune in. Close your eyes, go, what's right for me? What feels right for me? What feels right for me? What feels right for me? What am I saying yes to by saying yes to myself? And I don't need to think about what anybody else might think of that. I don't need to look outside of myself here. I'm going to keep checking in. I'm going to keep checking in. I'm going to keep checking in. And that is where that sense of just total connection. I get the word completeness. It's like I don't need anything out there to complete me. I know that I am enough exactly as I am. It's really powerful. And there's a lot of trust and safety and that energy of protection within that. So it's that feeling of, I know I'm not alone in this, and I've got those, you know, those beautiful eagles. See those beautiful eagles up here? It's like that protection of things are watching out for me, you know, and I feel safe in that. And yeah, it's a really, really beautiful energy. I'm going to pull one from the Work Your Light deck by Rebecca Campbell as extra clarifier on this. Beautiful number 3s. Oh, this one's flipped over. Council of Light, helpers in the subtle realm and divine orchestration. So you already know this. You already know how supported you are, how many beautiful guides, and as we all do, you know, we know that we all have those around us, but you are really connected with it. And it's that trust. It's just knowing that simply by connecting with yourself, trusting yourself, you are totally on the right path for you. And by doing what is right for you, you're doing what is needed for humanity. And rather than stepping outside of yourself and going, okay, what are they needing from me? It's about you checking in and going, what am I feeling called? What is feeling right for me? And knowing that by doing that, if it's right for your highest self, it's going to be right for the highest good of the planet and for those who are meant to connect with you. I'm going to pull one more from the Sacred Rebels Guidebook by Alana Fairchild. For our beautiful number 3s. So this unconditional love is surrounding it all, you know, it's that energy. It's that pink, beautiful heart. Yeah. That's where all this is coming from, right? That deep sense of understanding. It's all unconditional. And that by having that unconditional love for yourself, it automatically flows to others as well. The more that you can keep connecting to that unconditional love for you and accepting yourself no matter what, then others will feel that, and they will feel that from you. They will feel safe with you and connected with you, and that they can trust you. So it's all about just being the light and being the leader by embodying it yourself. Okay. I'm going to stop shuffling now. Releasing allegiances. So again, it's not about doing it the way that anybody else has expectations of you, or feeling like you need to fulfill somebody else's role, somebody else's vision of what you should be. It's releasing yourself of any of that, releasing yourself from the outside perceptions of where you should be going or what you should be doing, how you should be acting, how you should be showing up, and continuing to choose you over and over and over. And if that means that things slip away, people slip away, situations slip away, then that's how it was always meant to be. You don't need to question it. Yeah. Beautiful. Sending you lots of love. I hope that this resonated. And again, so grateful for you being here. If you would like a more personalized reading, feel free to book in the caption below this video. But otherwise, I hope this helped, and I will connect with you again next week. Bye bye.